Bonjour les amis, bienvenue à un autre Hockey Nation vidéo. Today we talk about the NHL news following by the Montreal Canadiens news. Then we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens prospect. That's what we got for you today on this video. So let's dive in and talking about our first subject, the NHL news. The news of the day is about Tyson Barrie announced his retirement as a hockey professional player after 14 years in NHL, draft 64 overall pick in 2009. Unfortunately for him, last year split his season in American Hockey League, and that was his last year in the NHL as a hockey player. My next news about Ottawa Senators, the two only signature we got from the NHL. First, they signed Jan Jenik, a one-year deal at $775,000, a two-way contract, and the same, but this time is a 2 years at $812,000 for the veteran Cameron Crotty. Both players passed most of their time in the American Hockey League. My other news is about the ex-NHLer Jan Rutta. Did not get any offer by the NHL, decided to career professional in the NL League for the upcoming season. Then we got another news, this time for the Toronto Maple Leafs, announced Rand Leslie joined the Toronto Maple Leafs as a team new host for the team for the upcoming season. And my last news coming for the Winnipeg Jets announced Adam Laurie is going to be out for a minimum of 5 to 6 months with a surgery a couple of days ago, and they expect him to finish the season with the Jet in 2025 and 2026. That's it. That's all we got for all the news in NHL. Let's dive in now for the Montreal Canadiens. First, it's about Noah Dawson. They said he's going to be on the ice a lot of time for the upcoming season. They consider him to be the #1 defenseman with the most TOI with the Montreal Canadiens. In the last couple of years, it was all about Mike Madison, but they expect Noah to play on the power play, on the PK, and regular shift as a first pairing defenseman, and that's the reason they believe he's going to be the most busy man as a defenseman with the Montreal Canadiens. Following by the Mason McDavid again, from another expert, he predicts the Montreal Canadiens have enough asset to make a trade with the Anaheim Ducks. We talk about this for weeks now. I predict he will not go nowhere. McDavid, yes, is a type of the player Montreal would love to have, but at the end of the day, I don't see any transaction between the Montreal Canadiens and the Anaheim Ducks for Mason McDavid. My next one is about Lane Hudson from Marco D'Amico, who said he could sign for 16 years because he believed Lane Hudson is going to stay with the Montreal Canadiens whatsoever. The negotiation is not done yet. It could happen maybe only next summer. No doubt for D'Amico, Lane Hudson go nowhere. And if he could have more years on his contract, he will do it. That's the reason how much he loves the Montreal Canadiens. He play for the logo of the Habs in front of the jersey. My next news about the Kirby Dach. Finally, this saw Kirby Dach returning on the ice in Brassard in the last couple of days. It's not hard skating. It's just about edges work, turn around, turn right, turn left, inside edge, outside edge, with some shooting, release, puck, and the net. It's not hard. It's just recovery. It will take time. We'll see if he's going to be ready for the main camp or at the beginning of the season. My next news about Patrick Laine from Marco D'Amico. He said both parties are talking. They have some kind of interest between both parties, Montreal and Patrick Laine. This is just the beginning of the negotiation. We'll see if somehow Laine will sign an extension contract with the Montreal Canadiens. The big question is always going to be how long and how much he will get from Ken Hughes. My next one is about Alexander Zarovsky. He's right now at the main camp in KHL to try to have a spot for the upcoming season. But what he did yesterday that we're helping him maybe to stay with a great goal he did during his preseason game. Zaretsky, a 34 overall pick in the NHL Draft 2025. We have to wait until to the end of the week to see if he's going to start the season in the KHL or play in the VHL. The season starts in the KHL next week. And another expert said possible Montreal make 2 trades in September. First, they believe Carey Price is going to be traded. With that trade, that open up $5 to $6 million for a new player to come with the Montreal Canadiens. The expert predict Montreal will trade for the upcoming month. Finally, my last rumor, an expert said now Panarin could be the next target for the Montreal Canadiens next season. Nothing against the expert, but why Montreal would try to target a 33, a 34 years old players to join the Montreal Canadiens? Yes, relationship, Jeff Gordon, Panarin, I understand that. But for me, Ken Hughes is targeting players between 22, 28, established in NHL. This is what I'm thinking all the time about the next target for the Montreal Canadiens. That's what we got today, guys, on the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I want to finish with the Montreal Canadiens Plus. The website dailyfaceoff.com did their top 75 players and the top 25 goaltender prospect for the upcoming season 2025-2026. This is an exercise you do in the last 3 seasons. The Montreal Canadiens got a couple of players. First, Michael Edge, 49 overall, are the top 75, followed by David Rebacker, 42. And finally, we got the number 2 best prospect, Evan Demidov. For the goaltender, on the top 25, first they had Jacob Fuller, like Demidov, the best second goaltender prospect in NHL. And then we have also Jacob Tobesh at the spot number 24. My final thought about this is Montreal Canadiens, their future is still bright with those kind of prospects that we're helping Montreal to reach another level when those prospects will be ready with the Montreal Canadiens. It's just a question of time for them to develop and to improve and to join the Montreal Canadiens. That's it, a little bit longer. I did not do a video in the last 3 days. Don't forget, we have a live stream tonight. Everything what's going on inside of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Click on the bell for notification. Subscribe and like and leave me a comments about those 3 subjects we got for you on this special edition of the Hockey Nation video. Of course, you have greatness inside of you.